This is where, yeah, it can make a huge difference. We all talk about it. If you're on Amazon, you hear about listing optimization. If you're new to Amazon and you hear listing optimization, you might not know how in detail or in depth that you have to go. Every little thing counts. So let's start off with the listing, your primary image. Just looked at an image from one of our clients that they wanted to use, and just you better not. It's got a box in it, it's got a shadow in it, and the box isn't proportionate. So, and if you're listening, by the way, I didn't say your product. So, anyways, but you want to have that really incredible image, and a lot of people don't understand that. Okay, I've got a beautiful image. I took it with my iPhone. Well, yeah, it looks good to you and it looks good to your sister and your brother, but it really sucks to the rest of the world. If I take that image and I put it towards a proper product photography or proper photograph, you'll notice that there's different lighting, the way the lighting hits the product. I showed a pair of garden shears once, and it was just a product photographer, bad one, to one of the product photographers that we used, with the light coming off of the handles and just bringing up the true color of the metals. These are things that it costs more unless you have some, maybe your neighbor or something, but usually it costs a little bit of money, but it's worth every penny because they know the lens, they know the lighting, they know everything about product photography. They're not somebody that got the new iPhone 11 Max and they take really beautiful pictures. Save that for your own photo book or photos or whatever it is called on Mac. So that's the number one. Then you take a look at your slide deck. I call it a slide deck. Other people call it infographics. What can you put there? Oh, well, you can put the front of a box, the back of a box, the side of a box, the bottom of a box, and then you can take the picture of a bottle with a bottle, and picture with the bottle with the cap off, and picture with a supplement, on the photograph. I've seen this, by the way, and that's really boring. Nobody gets any sales. Yes.
I do have a question.
I got a question.
So, when looking at competitors, what would be the top three issues you would look for? Demand, overall, reviews, their marketing, pictures, etc. Is there a good resource that would have a list of things to look in a competitor, and what's good and what's bad?
Okay, so what we're looking for in a competitor. I don't know if there's any list, but what I'm looking for, I call it the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch effect. And all I'm doing, there's no magic to this. I'm taking an image. I'm taking my competitors' images and I'm looking at it. And if I were to go to Usability Hub or to PickFu, would a focus group pick mine or come close to picking mine to any of the others? I do that with the other photography. So I want to make sure that everything I do is equal to or better to my competitors. When I take a look at to the title or to the bullets, I'm doing the exact same thing. All I want to do is be equal to or better than the top competitors that are making the big bucks. So and you want to make sure that you're doing that research by using a tool. Again, I have nothing to do with Helium 10, but it's a tool that I always use. You can use seller tools. You can use other tools that are out in the market. This one provides me with X-ray, which gives me the overall view of the marketplace. And again, you have to go through and sift through and sort it out, but it shows what's selling, what the images look like, what the reviews are, what the average revenue is. You can see all this information at a glance. That gives you a bit of information. Then you can download the information. You can also go to your competitors and take a look at their reviews. What's good, what's bad, and make sure that when you're creating your listing that you're talking about the reviews, and if it's something negative, spin it. Just like everything that's going on with the presidential campaign. It's always spun somewhere. Do it with your listing. Spin it. Make it positive. So, if they're doing something that everybody hates, make it into a positive. So that's about the only things that there's lots of things that you can do, but the more research that you do into your competitors, checking out their keywords, doing the reverse ASIN, like again using Cebro, you can get all that information, and there's so much you can do with it. And then it's just implementing a proper launch, which we'll talk about in a second. So I hope I answered that question correctly. And if you do have anything more that you want on the competitive research, you can always PM me or just shoot it into the comments. So let's go back to the poorly optimized listing. So the listing, we've got the one great looking photo. Now you're going down to your slide deck. And instead of just putting another image of your product, and you can, it might be, maybe there's one with the box, maybe without. What I like to try to do is, let's say that you have a really great, interesting steps. Maybe you've got directions. Well, instead of saying directions and putting a book like most people do or a lot of people do on their infographics, big issue. Why do you put a paragraph in your infographics? Put in your bullet points. If it's not in your bullet points and it's that important that it has to be in your infographics, make it one of your bullet points. Don't make people read. The only people who are going to read it is you. So anyway, make it fun, or make it very straightforward. You want instructions? Okay, step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, wash it off. And step 4, enjoy. Something simpler like that. It's a little bit engaging. Then you go to the next one. It could be a feature. It could be benefits. It could be lifestyle. Lifestyle images, showing social proof is so important. And for any of us that have brand registry, put a video up there. The ability to show video, I know going through a Thomason blog article I was reading, it was 480% more engagement on videos than on strictly images. So check out, if you can add a video, add a video. Not all of us can, but if you have brand registry, you should be able to. Then look at your title. There's some really bad titles out there. Amazon's terms of service or guidelines tell us to put the brand in front. Some people do, some people don't, but your main keyword should be up front. Now we have the ability that you can put a combination of keywords together, and at least this is what we found over the years, is as long as the keywords or the phrase that you want, the individual keywords, are 15 words apart, they can come together in any combination. So just something to think about. Don't make it the 16th word. Like let's say you're doing natural shampoo, and 16 words down the line you want to add conditioner. It won't pull it up as well as if it was closer. And you don't want to keyword stuff, and also you want to maybe have it a bit more engaging, like what's it going to do or how is it going to benefit you. And one thing that we found, I don't know, maybe this is a complete fluke, but I was told the other day, so I sell some dog products, and we put in the title, our listing was suppressed. Well, we had for small and large dogs. And the person at the end of Amazon, and we got it confirmed twice, they said that you're no longer allowed to have a targeted audience in your title. Okay, I don't know why. You can't put for small kids, for large kids, for women, for I don't know, bald men with beards. Can't put it in there. Now, I don't know if this was just a fluke, but that's what they told us, and we had it confirmed. And once we took out for small to medium or to large dogs, our listing came back. So yeah, crazy stuff. And in your bullets, don't write a book, especially think of people right now with mobile. Mobile is where it's at. Over 60% of people shop on mobile. So if you got a book, it's not going to get read. Just put the information that you need. You can use capital letters. Amazon style guidelines say you shouldn't, but anyways, I think that's it's a pattern interruption, which it says, okay, here's your most important point, and then they can read on. but I try to keep it to, one, maybe 2 lines. I don't know how many characters that is, but you don't want to have like 10 lines. I think they allow for 500 characters, but that's way too much. And you can have, the 5 bullets, utilize it. Do not use 100% guaranteed satisfaction, anything like that in your bullets or in your title. 100% or free. So I always put non instead of free because that's an issue. And then when you're looking at your listing, are you going to offer a digital coupon? People love digital coupons, and then you can use, for us, we use a dollar savings coupon rather than a discount. Frequently bought together on your listing. If you have a variety of different products, why don't you get the sale for it? If you've got somebody that's, you'll see this a lot. You've got 2 or 3 different products that you sell, and let's say it's shampoo, and you've got a conditioner. Makes sense. And you don't have the frequently bought together. 33% of all sales on Amazon happen through frequently bought together. Well, if you don't have that, you're giving your competitor or whoever it is on the frequently bought together the opportunity to get that sale. So it's simple. You can go out, you can use Thomason, or you can use a platform where people buy a couple of your products, and guess what? 1 or 2 products will probably get you that frequently bought together. It doesn't take a lot for under probably the high majority of circumstances. And then we want to make sure that you have questions. If you have no questions, what it does is it fills it up. It gives people the opportunity to look at your listing. And you also want to have, what did I miss here? You missed the related videos. So some of the fun stuff that we do is we have a video shoot. So we'll do it all in a half day or so. And we'll take the information and we'll cut up into smaller videos. They're how-to videos. And then we put thumbnails on them, and it looks like it's an ongoing, almost like a playlist. So it's not with your competitors, showing their product on your site. You've got this group of videos that looks really impressive. Now, if you want, this is a whole other thing, but on your mobile app, if you're working with Amazon Posts, this is, and I'll talk about this a little bit later, this is something that I would not overlook. If you're not doing it, check it out. Go to posts.amazon.com and start doing it. It's Amazon's social media platform, and that works perfectly, especially during a product launch. And the last thing that you're looking at for your again, this is if you have related, brand registry, is what used to be called EBC, now it's called A+, a really impressive looking A+ page. If you don't, and you have a product description page, make it engaging. Do what you can to make it look nice. I know that there's limitations with the product description page, but you can put in HTML code to make it look nice. But with A+ pages, so many people do a bad job of it, and I've heard people say, "Oh, my sales have gone down." Well, yeah, since you launched, take a look at what you're promoting. Just think of it as another chapter, another way, another touch point where you can go in and get a sale from Amazon. So this is where you might add a list of the features or benefits or ingredients or why people should buy your product over your competition. Remember those negative issues that we're going to spin? That's where you can put them in there. And don't write a book. For us, I like doing bullet points. Some people, like when I talk to clients about it, they go, "Oh, I want to write this, novel." And no, very like bullet points. Bullet points are good. People will read that. They're not going to read a novel. So that's, for product optimized listings, there's lots of different things you can do. Your best friend is a good split test or focus group. And again, I recommend either PickFu or Usability Hub.